Ooh, new towers and a new guardian. Let's check it out. Hey, Levians, this is Grady. Hopefully having a great day. I'm having a great day. We're back today in the lovely Arena Tower Defense because they've had an update. And we have some new towers, so let's go ahead and check them out. But if you haven't already, please make sure you smash the like button and do the same with the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. So let's just get right on into it. So we have a brand new, we're going to start with the Guardian first. We have Delta. Not much is known about his origins. Delta charges power and slowly racking up damage, inflicting all of it when attacking. Being able to deal massive damage. He can deal a devastating blow, but it'll take some time for him to charge up. So I'm guessing this is a slow damage deal. It's 5,000 gold, so definitely something you're not going to be able to get start a game. Pretty much the same price as the others. And we have two other new towers, so we're going to check all these guys out. We have a new Ruby tower called Pyro. Once she enters the field, everything gets heated. Yami uses a flamethrower to melt nearby enemies with fireballs, burning them in the process. Despite being near fire all the time, her skin's still okay for some reason. Okay, someone's a little pyromaniac. So she has 4,000 experience, so let's go ahead and pick her up. And we have one more, which is the Technician, or Nova. She is the lead developer of Celro. She has the technology to do it all. She shocks enemies with her stun gun, she can build drones to fight for her, and of course, smart and deadly drones aren't the only thing she's capable of creating. So looks like she could be a starter, but we'll just go have to check her out. So let's go ahead, that's 4,300 experience, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick both of those up, get them going. I'm gonna go test them out real quick, and I'll kind of let y'all know how they play, and how all three of them work, and we'll do a little showcase. Alrighty, so I've actually had a chance to play with all three, and let's kind of go over each of them. So first things first, let's start off with the one I'm actually the most impressed with, which is the lovely Technician. So starts off, it doesn't have great damage when you enter. I would kind of compare her to Fire Mage, would basically be the best way I could describe her. She does receive hidden detection right off, but that's a 725 placement, and the first upgrade is going to cost you 550. The second upgrade is Speed Build, which is increased stun damage, attack speed, and builds drones faster. So one of the big things with her is basically she builds these little drones, and these drones help you attack. So I have some fully upgraded ones over here, and as you can kind of see, they do like 3. You can actually click on the drones, and whoop, when they don't die, they do 10 damage maxed out, and they do 0.15 attack speed, which is not that bad. That's not that bad at all. So let's go ahead and upgrade her to second. At second, she gets the anti-void rockets, which drones launch anti-void rockets that deal heavy damage. So that's what we will get in the next one. As you can see, the drones are starting to spawn in faster. Technician starting off, again, is super expensive. Really reminds me of Fire Mage. So we already get that. When we go to upgrade to level 4, we get stun grenades. 15% chance of stunning enemies for a short period of time. Drones also become full auto. I will tell you, the laser shoots a really cool beam, but in order to play with this, do not have effects on, okay? Just FYIZ. And then finally, we have for that final upgrade, before we start getting to the elite ones, we get the Elite Engineer. Drones deal heavy damage, stun gun also is increased, and let's say her tech savvy is an understatement. So that's 14,000. So definitely an expensive build to use. So just kind of giving you a heads up there. I do have enough for her ultimate, so it's Arena Mech, which is peak efficiency. So let's go ahead and buy that because I've got a lovely thing. And is she gonna spawn in mechs? That's kind of cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Like, how is this gonna work? Like, I have no doubt that they'll cover this. Like, is the mech gonna come and just pick her up and take her? Or does she just summon a mech? That's actually kind of cool. Also, look at that outfit, man. That outfit is sick. Alright, so we've got the mech up here. I want to know what happens when this mech... Is this like the bunny thing? Where it just smashes into stuff and then gets destroyed? Possibly. She just... Oh, she keeps respawning mechs. That's kind of broken. That kind of reminds me of a cat guardian. I can't remember. Uh, Necro maybe? Yeah. So that's actually kind of cool, and it just smashes into them. So that's actually kind of nice, especially for like a back-end defense, especially if you're doing solo endless. I think that would be a really, really good asset. So that is the Technician. Let's move on to our new Fire one. So we'll place Pyro down. She's got a decent range to start. So those are her stats right there. I'm going to look at her outfit as she changes because they always upgrade. So first upgrade's kind of cheap. This unit I would kind of compare to, I'd say Slime, our Slime guy. And basically on how it upgrades, it's a really good utility. However, I'm less impressed with this one. So enhanced fuel, fires faster with increased damage and range. We get a little more expensive with intense heat. Damage increased, fire burns longer. So what this does is it sets units on fire and it burns them. So this actually is really good for if you have big bulking units. Just kind of helps it along. Then we have triple shot, fires. Basically you get 3 fireballs. So not that bad. Also we now have shades. Ripping fire. Damage and fire intensity is increased heavily and can now detect hidden units. So on the last upgrade she gets hidden units. So, and then for the final upgrade we have Inferno Ring, which is receive a ring of fire, dealing devastating damage to all voids in range and dealing extra damage to large ones. So this very heavily focuses on these large voids, on the massive voids, just so I guess people can get it. So her thing is permanent. That's actually kind of nice. So this, if you're doing a Ruby Queen build, definitely maybe something to add. Damage is not too bad. Get a Ruby Queen in here with maybe some, with a beacon. Oh, I think that would be epic. I think that would actually be a really good build. Something definitely to try out. Yeah, let me know any thoughts you have down below if you've played these yet. She's doing a lot of damage. Doing a lot of damage. So let's get on into our final one, which is the lovely new Guardian. So this Guardian is unique in that basically he has to charge up. So as you can see, his damage is slowly charging up and it keeps going back down to 0. So he releases basically a charge every single time. He upgraded super fast there, and I apologize. But basically he builds up a charge and then starts doing devastating amounts of damage. Now he does get an ability here in a little bit, which basically what this ability does is it makes his charging much faster, but at the cost of your health. So here we go. I'll go ahead and hit that. I lose 10, but look at that charge time. Like, he's building up damage so much. And from what I understand, he's a single target attacker. He's not doing like bulk damage. No, he's just doing single target. He also gets, he's the only guardian that gets 2 abilities. Which he gets Void Vanish, which instantly devours the strongest void on the board, a maximum of 30k, and is a 30-second cooldown. So this is kind of one of those things that, you know, you start getting that massive void pretty low, but you don't want to, you know, you're kind of hurrying along. This Guardian would actually be pretty decent. I would, however, only use this Guardian if you're pairing with Teresa. Teresa allows you to recover health. So if you're wanting to supercharge this thing up to do an insane amount of damage, I would definitely recommend that. Now, he will keep charging. Delta keeps charging if he doesn't attack. So what I can do, and be a little cheeky, we're going to move him to the back. And move him all the way back here so he's less likely to hit something. I can also show you the level increases. Maybe not. He's going to instantly level up. So we can kind of level him up. Basically, he gets a lot of damage increases and a lot of range increases. And at level 14, his Void Vanish is now up to 50k. And as you saw, we just took out that one void in a single shot. So let's go ahead and do his last final upgrades. Damage no longer resets every wave. Yeah, that's kind of one of the things until he gets maxed out, which does take some time with this unit. He resets. So, and can charge up to 1 million damage and charges more damage the more enemies they are, which that's kind of broken. So let's go ahead and let Delta do that. We're actually on the void already. So here's the funny part. If the void doesn't send anything down the route, How high can I get this charged up? Okay, so it's eating through significant. So it will do damage to whatever's in front of it, but if he still has damage left over, he gets to keep it. So I actually think that's kind of cool, that it's not eating through all of his damage. So when this Void Amethyst gets within range... we just ate something. There you go. Yep, he's already starting to do damage now. And making an absolute mess. Making an absolute mess. These are definitely ones I would recommend getting some farms going. I would probably recommend Delta with our slime. Beacons, definitely. Get that range up. And also to help with recharge. Damage. You can also probably do potions with this one as well. I think that would be good. So I think Technician is going to be a more overall build for a variety of different things. Our red one's definitely going to be for a Red Queen build. Definitely is going to need, I think, max upgrade. As you can see, I mean, she's already, we just put her down not that long ago. She's already getting a ton of damage. Absolute monster amount. But I mean, the one I am most impressed with is this Technician. It's a good, it works out starting, but it also works out really well. It is expensive to place. This one's 725. All the red units always are super expensive. Minus Fire Mage placement is now cheaper, but I mean, 975. Something to add tick damage until you can get gunners going. So I'm super impressed. Y'all let me know in the comments down below if you've gotten to play with any of the new units or you're just kind of holding off. So I greatly appreciate it. So, Lebs, thank you for making it this part, and I'll see y'all next time. And yes, I was able to beat the Void Lord with these 3. Not bad.